Welcome to God Winging It with me, Roger Michael Klang. Trump is threatening Canada with 100% tariffs if Canada engage in a deal with China, a trade deal. Uh, they intend to the Canada Premier Minister Prime Minister Mark Carney and China's leader Xi Jinping said in last week that a deal about lower tariffs for increased trade between the countries was going to happen. And Zelensky, after the conversation with the officials from the United States and Russia, if he was even there, Zelensky, uh, but anyway, Ukraine, Russia, and the United States has been talking about the war in Ukraine and a peace deal. It's long been awaited, a peace deal there. Uh, and in the meantime, the United States mission in Israel for a peace conversation about Gaza, uh, it's going to happen there too. So peace in Ukraine, peace in Gaza, war in Scandinavia. I guess it's going to be. And why? Because Russia sees great potential in owning the waters between the Great Belt and Öresund. It's straits under the bridges between the Baltic Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean, or the Nordic Sea. But well, the Great Belt is a very important trade route from the Baltic Sea out to Belgium and the Netherlands, which are important harbors, ports, and for Russia, and also further south to India, I guess. Uh, so it is, and Iran also. Russia buys oil from Iran and sells oil to India. Uh, but they probably buy their oil from Iran through pipelines over the Asian country of Iran and the Caspian Sea to Russia, probably. Uh, but TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, has been building or help America build production facilities for the 2 nanometer chips, semiconductors in Arizona, being constructed in Arizona, constructions in Arizona, to a value of 165 billion US dollars, and it's the first facilities is ready already there in 2026, and then the other one is going to be well, the other one is producing. They produce 4 nanometer and 5 nanometer chips, but they are upping it to 2 nanometers, and they have two facilities in production in Arizona, America. And now that they have that almost, the other one is going to be ready in 2027. They are just ditching Taiwan, which they have promised gold and green forest, as we say in Sweden, and they get nothing because Trump doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He says one thing to them. He promised them gold and green forests, and then they get nothing in return but annexation by China. Uh, and the natural resources the United States wants to get at Greenland, they're estimating 1.5 million metric tons of rare earth reserves. That exceeds those of countries like Canada and South Africa. But the island of Greenland has never had commercial rare earth production because environmental protections, infrastructure constraints, and local political opposition have slowed development. And that's why Trump wants to own Greenland. Much of it is because of that, but also because of his ego. He's just want to embiggen the United States, so to speak. I'm being sarcastic or ironic. I don't know which. But Russia and China may be interested in the Arctic. They are. Lockheed Martin says that the Golden Dome for America. The Golden Dome stands as a layered defense shield, safeguarding the American homeland with unwavering precision, ensuring the security and resilience of our nation. That's just blusters. It's a failed project already from the beginning. They're never going to make a great Iron Dome like Golden Dome in America. It's too big of a country, and they already had the GMDs for more local protection, like cities of Los Angeles and New York and the coast cities in the east and west of the United States, the coastal cities. So, well, and Trump is making a 180-degree turn. He now celebrates the British soldiers that participated in the war in Afghanistan because Keir Starmer spoke on the phone with Trump the other day, uh, and but he didn't say that Denmark was worth given any glory. They don't give a fuck about Denmark. They want Greenland, so Denmark is not counted, even though they had the highest loss of soldiers in the whole war, except for the United States. It's in par with the United States per capita. So he's an asshole, a solid asshole. And there's an expert, Oscar Jonsson, a doctor in Russian warfare at the defense high school, defense university, and he says that NATO, we must start evaluating alternatives to NATO here in Sweden. He says, or in Europe, I don't know which, but we already have that. France, Emmanuel Macron has made it very clear that he wants to lead the NATO that is left when United States leaves NATO, and he's made it very clear. So why don't we go with France? It's a good choice. We can still have a NATO. We can still have a union, United Nations, NATO nations, Nash, North Atlantic Treaty Organization without the United States. We can still have it. And Bill Gates is betting $50 million on AI healthcare in Africa. Okay, it's a good thing. He's a good man, Bill Gates. He does he does try to do what is right, but he doesn't get any credit in the United States. But he does get credit from me. I definitely want to give him credit for what he's doing in Africa and other nations for peace, for co- prosperity, for the poor nations, for the underdeveloped nations. He's done a lot for them, and I think it's worth an applaud. Applaud. Very good. I bet he's a Democrat, not a Republican. It goes without saying, but anyway, Roger and out.